Hi all, this is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is decent, but windy. Dr. J doesn't like the wind. This morning it was damp, wet, rainy, but you know, when it hits 47 degrees in February, can't complain too much. I do like to complain about the weather, but I shouldn't. Got to remember 47 degrees is better than 2 degrees, 4 degrees, 8 degrees, 10 degrees, 12 degrees, all numbers that we've hit not too long ago. So it's a good trend. The trend is your friend. I like to see the thermometer rising in a very nice trend line right into March, just like the Dow, just like the NASDAQ, just like amzn.com. Amazon.com is under a lot of pressure with Jeff Bezos being the subject of extortion, blackmail. How would you like to be the owner of the Washington Post and be told to lie or have some embarrassing pictures made public? I give him a lot of credit. He may be the richest man in the world, but he still doesn't want to be embarrassed in front of the world. Anyway, I think that's what was wrong with my Amazon position. It went down because our CEO had problems, and he still has problems. But I think the stock has done good going down. Remember a couple of days ago when we reached a new high on the Dow, I said I felt there was time for a correction, 3 days to 5 days. Well, it's the third day, and I think we've gone down enough. 2%, very modest correction. I said we could go down as much as 5% to 24,150. Still possible, but I think we've gone down enough. So I'm turning bullish as of now. I mean, I am totally bullish before now, but I'm going very short-term bullish, saying that maybe we go down a little tomorrow, but I think that'll be the end of the correction, and it'll be up, up, and away afterwards, barring any exogenous events that would cause the market to go down. You know, I don't want to start listing these events, but you can imagine what they may be. In any event, today we're going to talk about a few of my favorite things: Amazon.com, Apple, the Dow Jones Industrial Averages, the NASDAQ 100. What a day that had. It was down sharply only to close with a solid green candle. I love it. That's one of the reasons I'm optimistic about a continuation to the upside tomorrow, the performance of the NASDAQ. Also, the Dow came back almost to neutral, down only 60 points after being down like, I don't know, I saw it down about 240, I believe, probably down lower than that. I wasn't really market watching that much today. In fact, I was out of the house from about 9 till about an hour ago. So that's the reason I'm coming on a little bit later than I would like to. It's 7:28. Haven't eaten dinner yet because I wanted to get this video in. We have an exciting list of stocks. As I said, Amazon.com, Apple, Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ 100, XXii. We've looked at that a few times. I've strongly recommended it, down about down about $1. I mean, 220 something. Today it popped over 250. So I like moves like that. What a big, beautiful green candle it turned in today. I do think we'll get a little territory will be retraced tomorrow on XXii, which is good if you want to add to your position, as I do. I'll talk about that when I show you the charts. What else? Chronos. I would like to add to my Chronos position. I'm waiting for that juicy 1875 area. I don't know if it'll get that low, but that to me is the new support for Chronos. We'll look at the chart on that too. It did sell off today. I was tempted, but want to try to get in a little bit lower. I've been trading portions of my position on Chronos, so I have the cash to come in lower than what I sold at. ACB, I'm not as bullish on that one as I am on.
Sorry, I couldn't find Nav in your music.
I didn't ask you to. What is with Siri? Siri has a mind of her own. I have Alexa, I have Siri. I shouldn't use these names because then they'll start chirping. In any event, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, XXii, I like that. What else? Chronos I was talking about, and ACB. ACB, I'm also looking to add more. So we'll talk about a good spot to add if you already have a position or if you want to get in on ACB. I'm also looking to start a position on Canopy Growth, another pot stock. But I don't have a chart on it, but I would like to see it closer to that $40 level. I'm looking for a really juicy entry spot for Canopy. I don't know if it gets that low, but I'll probably nibble at some Canopy and nibble a little more if it goes lower. All right, so I don't know if I left anything out that I charted, but we'll see when I go into the video charts if I did. And I'm optimistic that Monday, tomorrow, the logical tomorrow for the stock market will be an up day. So I think we've seen the worst of a little sell-off attempt by the bears. But notice how each day was met with a lot of resistance by the bulls. Each day where there was a sell-off over the last 3 days, we had a late day rally back. Very good sign. Let's get into the video charts. Please do your own due diligence. Remember, my opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. Dr. J has a lot of great ideas and a few clunkers. Your job is to separate them, study, do your own due diligence, you can follow my great ideas and avoid my clunkers. That's the idea. Okay, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please tell your friends about me, share the link, give me a like. Dr. J likes you. I hope you like me back. I don't want to feel rejected or dejected. All right, what else? I don't hear from you like I used to. I used to get a lot more comments. Lately, you're not bothering. The comments I get are on StockTwits and Twitter, and not too many on YouTube. I would like to see more dialogue on YouTube. If you don't mind expressing your opinion, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, you can have your own opinions. I hope you do. And that makes for interesting comments. And also you can ask me, for stocks to chart. I may or may not do it, depending on a lot of factors. Let's get right to it. All righty. Come on. Uh-oh. There you go. Oh, let's try going from, I was going to say left to right, but I want to start with the Dow. And then we'll go from left to right. I forgot about NEO. I also charted NEO as I did yesterday. Okay, the Dow is below its upper trend line, but as I said in the introductory remarks, it had a very nice recovery to have a tiny little green body at the end of the day, but that was nice because we have a long shadow, we have a green finish to the day, so it closed above the open, all bullish. So even though we're down 63 points, even though we're down below the upper trend line, I think the sell-off is over at about 2% from the top. That's taking that's going into the barber and asking for just a tiny little trim, neaten up the hair a little bit. I really need a haircut. By the way, I know I'm aware of that. But then again, I figure in case I lose a lot on the market, the long hair might help. I could get a violin, go into the subway on 42nd Street, and who knows, maybe I could make it all back. Okay, NIO. Of course, this is the electric vehicle maker. That's a Chinese company that swears, investors swear will rival Tesla and already has a better product. Now, I don't believe any of that, but I do believe that investors believe that. And that's enough to make it rally from the low end of its trading range, about $6, to the high end around $8 or better, 8.40 I saw. Today, it also behaved similarly to the rest of the market, selling off and then coming back at the end of the day to trim its loss in half. So instead of losing 70 cents, it lost 75 cents. It only lost 37 cents. I think if you really like this one, Monday morning at the open might be a good time to buy. It could go down lower. It could find support at about $7, right at the 50-day. That might be another entry point if you're looking for better than where it closed. But this showed resiliency today. I think considering my feelings that the market sell-off is only 2% and done, quickie, then if I'm right about the Dow and NASDAQ, I think I'll be right about NEO as well. Okay, Apple remains in an ascending channel. It moved up from its lower ascending channel to a higher ascending channel. Very bullish. It's above its 50-day moving average. Very bullish. It held the lower portion of its ascending channel, and I think it's going to move to the upper portion of its ascending channel, up about, let's move this over, let's say by the end of next week, up about maybe a touch at 180. So Dr. J is saying in 5 days from now, Apple could be testing that 180 level with sights on the high of 184.94, I think it is. Yeah. And if you look at the weekly, I believe that coincides with taking out a key level on the weekly. Let me just see that. Maybe I'm wrong. Weekly. The level we really want to take out on the weekly would be this high here, 184.94. I am correct. So I think all of this is possible within like the next 5 to 10 trading days. Amazon.com. I like Amazon.com. You know I like Amazon.com. I am a big Jeff Bezos fan, and I pity anybody who starts up with him, including the publisher of the Inquirer. I mean, the stature of the National Enquirer versus the stature of the Washington Post is like day to night. So, who do I believe in this dispute? I believe without a doubt Jeff Bezos. I believe he's everything he's had to say, everything the paper has had to say. So I know there's a war going on between Bezos and Trump. That's not healthy for Amazon. Hopefully that war, that hatchet can be buried between the two men, two very powerful men, the President of the United States of America and the richest man in the world. I don't know who I would put my money on in a showdown between those two, but hopefully there won't be one. Hopefully they find peace and stop this nonsense. It's hurting Amazon, and if it hurts Amazon, it'll bad enough, it'll hurt the whole market. We don't want to see that. Okay, Kronos. As I said earlier, I am looking to enter Kronos. I mean, I'm a little nervous about the video because my screen is blinking and it says Google Chrome is not responding. That I don't like. Yucky poo. Maybe it's back. I lost you for a while, I know that. I hope we're back. I was talking about Kronos when I noticed my screen was shaking. I'm very dubious about the quality of this video blog tonight. So what I'm going to do is talk real fast and check it out, make sure it's okay. If not, maybe redo it. So anyway, Kronos, I'm looking to get back in. Even 1955, where it closed, is not a bad re-entry point. I mean, I'm still in it, but I want to add back shares that I sold. I'll probably be looking to do that somewhere around 1955 to as low as 1872. I think that holds. ACB, I just hope my Verizon held up or holds up the rest of the way. Aurora Cannabis, I'm also looking to add more. It's been adhering to its upper trend line. I don't think I'm going to get big bargains on this one. So I'll probably be looking to add on Monday if I can get the close, I'd probably be happy. 759 would probably be a good point for me to add more. Dow we did, XXII. Look at that gigantic green candle. I salivate over gigantic green candles such as the one you see on your screen. I mean, it dwarfs all the other candles. Even this big red candle back on the end of the year is dwarfed by this big green candle. And this big green candle comes at the right time, pretty much at the end of a long bear market in XXII. This to me is a signal that bear market is over. I already added in the 20s, in the 220s. I mean, I started a position in the 220s. I'm going to be adding somewhere in between here. I think we get a retrace. NDX, this is confirmation to me that the sell-off is over. It went down earlier in the day to a low of 68.36, only to close at 69.13. Very resilient, big green candle. I like the behavior of the NASDAQ and the FANG stocks. So I think the NASDAQ will lead the market back as en route to new all-time highs. So I'm going to stop screen share and hope for the best. Hopefully there's not a big delay in the video. Now it's spinning again. I don't like that. Let me say a quick goodbye. Okay, let's see if I get the camera back. Uh-oh, there we go. All right, so there's hope. I apologize for any production problems. I had probably too ambitious, too many windows open. Kept that browser open for too many days. It's probably my fault. My Verizon friend tried to fix me up, and I think he did a good job. I'm also trying out a new USB connection on my Ice Blue microphone, and that I'm nervous about as well. So I hope this quality of tonight's video blog was okay. If not, if it's really bad, I'll redo it. Hopefully I won't have to. I'll just leave it with a little glitch in between. This has been Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York. Please subscribe to my channel. Even though I messed up a little bit, give me a pass. Promise I'm doing better for production quality. And I've been right on in terms of my forecasts. That's the main thing, right? Be well, happy trading. Hopefully the market turns around and zooms straight up beginning on Monday of next week through Friday, through the end of the week on Friday. And my next weekly wrap will be another very happy one. I will try to come back to you tomorrow with a biotech report and maybe Sunday with a pot report. So look for a special biotechnology report mañana. This is, again, let me say shalom, sayonara, hasta luego, au revoir, ciao. Don't forget to subscribe.